Okay, so I'm pretty excited today. I have some pork ribs, some country style ribs that I got at the grocery store on sale. When I originally bought them, I thought that they were already boneless, but when I opened the package just now, I realized that there are bones in them. So instead of cooking them on the stovetop in a stir fry, I'm going to use the same type of marinade, a little Caribbean style marinade, and put them in the slow cooker. So I'm getting started now. The marinade will take just a few minutes, and then we'll put the meat in, cover it with all the sauce, and about 6 hours on low, 6 to 8 hours, depending on how much meat you're putting in. But I'm a little bit late because I didn't realize I was going to be doing a slow cooker today. So I got to get started now, and we'll see how it goes. Doing the marinade for the pork ribs. I already have the spicy Korean barbecue sauce and marinade, so I'm going to put a little bit of this in what I'm mixing up. I'm mixing it up first to kind of get all the flavors together. I'm gonna doctor this sauce up a little bit with a little bit of soy sauce. Just a few splashes there. Cumin. A teaspoon of onion powder. My husband made this amazing spice rack, which is just the best thing that has ever happened to me, I'm pretty sure. He found all the wood reclaimed and put it together, and then did different size mason jars to red pepper, just for a little bit of kick. I believe this spicy Korean barbecue sauce is gonna have some kick as well, so we'll see. This may be a little too much for everybody, but I'm also gonna put pineapple in with the pork, and so I think that sweetness and the spiciness will really work well together. I'm also going to do a few other citrus flavors. I've got a half of lime left over and then a half a lemon left over, so I'm going to do both of these as well. You know, like I always say, I usually kind of look at what I have in the refrigerator and put together what we're going to have, you know, based on that. Pepper, just a pinch here, so I'll just do a little bit of that. Kind of a little bit more. Mike always says that I over pepper things, but I just love it so much. And then just a little bit of salt. This salt could also go directly on the meat, but really I'm not going to wait enough for it to really soak in there anyway. So this is just going to go in the marinade. Perfect. I'm also going to cube these up in just a minute once I get the pork in the crock pot. Okay, so that looks all put together, so I'm just going to lay these all down in the crock pot here. I put it all over. This is one that I probably would not leave the house. I don't know if you're ever really supposed to leave the house when a crock pot is on, but I do. I would probably not on this one because I'm not really sure it's going to have as much liquid. You know, with chicken or turkey and things like that, they kind of produce a lot of liquid in there. And you know what? I think I'll also chop up an onion and put it in here as well. So I'm just kind of moving these all around so they get really coated on every side. Pineapple juice in with the marinade, so I think that'll be nice and sweet with all that spiciness that we put in the marinade. So the marinade again is a little bit of just Korean barbecue sauce, and my crock pot lost the handle, but I'm not going to buy a new one because it still works. Well, I love garlic and everything. I love pepper and everything. We also put a little salt and pepper on these too. A little lemon and a little lime, and okay, so I have about a half of an onion here as well. If you noticed when I started cutting the pineapple and this onion here, I put it on the same cutting board without washing it as I had the pork, but everything's going in together, so that's fine. Don't do that if it's not going in the same pot that's going to get fully cooked, but you can, you know, always skip the washing if everything's going. Alright, so that is it. We are going to see how this looks in about 6 hours. So it's been 5.5 hours, and this pork is delicious. It's falling off of the bone. So what I've done is just thrown in the green beans right on top. I'm going to put the cover back on it for about half an hour and let the green beans steam in all this juice. But you can see here, this meat is just so tender, it's ripping apart just like. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour with the green beans in the mixture as well. I just pulled this out and you can see cooked all the way through. They do need a little salt and pepper on the top, but I'm going to mix it in with all of the sauce. After I shredded the meat last night and took it off of the bone, just put it in the refrigerator. This morning I made some rice and added the green beans, cut up the green beans that we had placed in the crock pot last night. So chopped that up, put the pork in there with it. The juices kind of marinated the rice. And then on top I've got the purple cabbage. I've recently become obsessed with that, so I'm excited about that. Really beautiful pork. I don't know if I mentioned that the meat was on sale, but it was 6 ribs for $3, and it's going to have about 4 servings in this. I did a cup of rice. I did, 2 handfuls of green beans. So a really great dish to start early in the day.